Think back to the original schools that were created in the United States. What were those schools? It was that one teacher responsible for the education of those kids. As we grew a bit and we couldn't get all those kids in the one-room schoolhouse anymore, we began building bigger schools, and we made those schools up of one-room schoolhouses, where each classroom, in effect, functioned as that isolated teacher still working in a one-room schoolhouse.
What is a PLC? It's an ongoing process. It's a never-ending journey of continuous improvement. It becomes the way we do things around here. Collectively, we're exploring new concepts, new ideas. We're building shared knowledge on what we know today to be best practice in terms of education. And then we're testing out that learning in action research in our own setting to see whether or not that concept we studied or that practice we've all agreed to implement, does it work? Does it work for us and for our kids?
The course that we've designed is really intended for anyone with an interest and a role in education. It's certainly going to be a very, very useful resource to those educational leaders who are trying to figure out ways to improve their schools and meet the increasing demands being placed upon schools. We also think it's going to be useful to classroom teachers to give them a better understanding of how this process can make their job something that is actually doable.
As we are laying the solid foundation of a professional learning community at work, you know we've addressed the mission pillar. Why do we exist? The vision, what is the futuristic hope of the organization we're trying to become? The collective commitments piece, how must we behave in order to become that school of the shared vision and mission we've articulated. And then finally, the last pillar, the goals pillar. And the goals pillar answers a very different question. It answers the question, which steps must we take and when will we take those steps in order to move closer and closer to that mission of high levels of learning for all?
I believe that teachers should take this course because Rick and Becky DeFore are the foremost experts in the professional learning community in the world, and it's going to be hands-on, it's going to be practical, and more important than any of those things, it's going to help your kids learn at higher levels.
You know, professional learning communities has had a significant impact at my current school at Hanover Highlands. When I first arrived to Schaumburg District 54, we were second to last in terms of our performance, and over the last 4 years, our performance has just skyrocketed.
It improves student learning outcomes. The bottom line is we gauge our successes in our system based on the results of our kids. And we've seen tremendous achievement gains as a result of us becoming a more collaborative system as a whole.
You're just so supported by everybody. And as an administrator, I feel so supported amongst my own administrative colleagues because we're all speaking the same language and working together.
Right now, in this day and age, it is on us as educators to do everything we can to help kids achieve. And through my experience and what I've seen all over the country, professional learning communities work. And this course will aid you in that process so that your school district can work and your kids can achieve at high levels.